election time. You know, Sachs kind of governor.
Welcome to the evening rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachuku. It's 10 minutes gone past the hour of 7 o'clock. Today is September 5, 2025. It's a special month for a couple of you who do not know. Yes, it's a special month for a couple of us and a couple of you who do not know. And there's a reason why I'm saying so. Don't worry. I'm sure you've been listening to all other of our programs where they've already been announcing the reason why this month is a special month, right? It's a special month because of one person that used to come and give us headache in the studio. All right, but hey, before we continue, I would implore you, we do this audio visual, so please kindly go onto your YouTube right about now. Type on the search bar either on your Android or iOS device. On the search bar of your YouTube application, type Voice of the People 90.3 FM or VOP 90.3 FM, and you come on there. You'll see us streaming live. Once you go there, you'll see our logo. You see Voice of the People. Click on it. Once you click on it, it will display a menu. That is the front page of VOP 90.3 FM. You'll see a red circle, like, you know, click on it. It is indicating that we're actually live, so you're not left out of the conversation that we're going to be having this evening. It's Friday. I do hope that at some point during the course of the conversation we'll try to wind down with some very subtle stories that we can all align with. Let it not be that we like to carry Nigeria wahala on our head every day. But the reason why we talk about issues here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, it's a platform that is for you. We examine issues across all sectors that makes up the Nigerian polity, from economy, social welfare, politics, lifestyle. All this actually entails our existence as Nigerians, and then sometimes some international events that may have its effect or repercussions on us as well. We divest and look into it. So kindly join us and let us kick off today. We're going to be starting from the political front, whereby we already know that as 2027 is coming on, a lot of Nigerians are actually anticipating. Some persons are not really objective, some are subjective. Some have made up their minds on how they intend to go about 2027, but the idea is, let us just cope from day to day. Let's see how we go ahead with our activities. There are some clarifications as well that we're going to make here concerning the 500 naira tax. Whenever you buy any fuel, any amount of fuel you buy, the head of tax has actually come to tell us that that's not what it is. It's something that has actually been on ground, but it has not been implemented. However, before it becomes official, an order or a signatory has to come from the Minister of Finance, which is Mr. Wali Edu. So he literally said, let us not be alarmist or panic or be misinformed. We're going to actually talk about it as well. It's proper for us to have a proper comprehension of these things, so we do not carry any form of false stories around. Now, another thing we're going to consider this evening, first of all, is the fact that the ADC is in the news as usual. They seem to be the supposed major opposition. According to Kenneth Okonkwo, there is no other opposition existing aside from the ADC. That's what he believes, and what he said this morning is also kind of different from what is currently happening. So the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, amiable governor, kind and very accommodating, is facing mounting pressure and criticism from Nigerians, a lot of backlash, because they sealed off the venue of the African Democratic Congress meeting, which was scheduled to hold in Alimosho. If you know Alimosho is one of the biggest local government areas in Lagos State, despite the organizers insisting that they had secured prior approval for them to convey their meeting. The closure has reignited accusations that the ruling All Progressives Congress is increasingly using state institutions to suppress opposition voices. In fact, one of the persons who spoke was Mr. Gbadebo Rhodes-Vival, who rode on the Labour Party as a governorship candidate or aspirant in 2023. He actually went on to go by saying that it's an abuse of power and a direct attack on democratic freedoms, and that they understand that the APC is jittery about the momentum the ADC and obedience are building across the state, but deploying state security agencies to frustrate lawful political activities is unacceptable and undemocratic. Lagos belongs to us all, not a select few. It's also our constitutional right to assemble lawfully. Let it be clear that no amount of intimidation or harassment will stop us from engaging with the people of Lagos. End quote. And this development is coming barely 24 hours after police in Kaduna sealed off the ADC office in Ali Akilu Road ahead of a scheduled visit by the party's Northwest leadership. I actually have right here in the studio Mr. Tony Mbata. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Tony. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. As well as our amiable people, man of the people, Mr. Lawal Ekunda. Mr. Lawal, good evening, and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, good evening.
I like the smile on your face, Mr. Lawal. Obviously, you brought something to the studio for me, because when you are smiling means that there is a goodie in that bag. Is there a goodie in that bag for me?
Yeah, but I don't know the meaning. Even though I don't know.
Meaning. All of a sudden, you don't know the meaning of goodies in the bag, Mr. Lawal. All of
I just
a sudden,
said yes to please you.
He's looking more gentle and harmless,
you can see.
harmless, but very corrosive.
Let us start now.
Okay.
Let us start. The lion in him will come out.
I'm born again.
Glory be to God.
Hallelujah.
More than many.
Mr. Tony Mbata,
Yes.
what does this mean actually for opposition political parties? Why was their offices sealed despite getting prior notice? Why is that so? The APC was in the opposition as we knew way back in 2012, 2013, 2014. They were very vigorous, they were outspoken, they were voracious, and you could tell that even the government of the day, the PDP then, was really afraid of them. How come it feels there's this perception that there is going to be a possibility of opposition being stunted completely, that while the campaign begins, the APC may not allow opposition parties campaign in their states? It's almost like you're running an autocratic system of government. If that is that the case in the aspect of what transpired in Lagos?
Yeah, what you said. In fact, I frowned my face when you said our amiable governor of Lagos State accommodating.
Is it not amiable?
He's not.
Wow.
His antecedents have shown that he's so tribalistic and so myopic, whatever you can think of. Because look at the recent development of changing people's street name and all the rest of them.
But that is the right of the state. Whatever they want to do is
another things.
It's within the right of the state.
Let's not go into that.
It's not within their right.
But let me answer your question.
It's not within their right, Mr. Lawal.
I don't want us to ask me another question. Let's go to what you asked me.
No, excuse me.
Let's finish. Let me answer the question.
I just want to say something.
I am the one that brought. Leave it, please.
No, I just want
let me
to
answer your question.
Okay, you answer when he
when I finish, please, so that I will not forget some of the things.
Go ahead.
Based on the question you asked me, recently we have seen the governor of Edo, the utterances and the clamming down on opposition party. But what did happen in Lagos State? I was opportune to be with one of the leaders of ADC, and I asked a lot of questions and I got more information. This is APC have shown that their politics is politics of Agboroism. Climb down on them because they are afraid they cannot win election. So the only thing is that intimidation causing problem. In Lagos State, ADC was having problem before the governorship election and after. They were having issue of the local government chairman.
Okay.
And they believe that they must have colluded one of the political parties to betray the ADC candidate at that particular time. And all the party chairmen in Lagos State was suspended. Now, but after that, they began the reconciliation meeting, and also they were about to reconcile. They have already reconciled. So this meeting was to, amend everything so that they can forge ahead. And I believe that APC must have seen that the coming together of these people will cause a lot of problem. And many people have decamped to ADC in Lagos State. Yes.
Really?
Many PDP people have decamped to ADC. And I was meant to understand that PDP people, they are grassroots politicians. The person was telling me, based on my investigation, that most of the people that belongs to PDP, it's like when you go to Enugu State. Enugu State is PDP. Yes, for you to win Enugu State and a political party, except something happened. Now, APC is afraid that most of the PDP party members have decamped to ADC. And APC knows that they cannot win election. So their issue now is that don't allow these people to come together. They are afraid. So that's why you see people, according to them, allegedly, they have secured every approval for them to have their meeting. Why must the state government see that place? They are afraid. And they have introduced this politics of Agboro, destroy, don't allow opposition to, meet or to come together. It's not ready to this.
Or did the state government get prior information of something else? Because if
something else like what?
I don't know.
I'm telling you what I believe that is their problem. The problem is that they don't know how to face opposition, forgetting that they themselves were the people that was accusing the ruling party PDP deceived Nigerians. It was few of us at then. I remember that I have issue with my director and some of our staff then. I told them, You see, these people are deceiving Nigerians. And they told me, no, Nigeria is going to collapse. Jonathan is this. Look at where we are. Why don't you allow opposition? Because they are afraid. They know that they have destroyed Nigeria. And the kind of politics Tinubu has introduced in Nigeria is going to boomerang.
But Mr. Tonembata, what kind of fear? I mean, you will think that when you're going into any competition, you appreciate your win when you know what you went through with your fellow competitors. That's what makes contests beautiful. Because at the end of the day, you know what you went through, you knew your odds, and you surmounted them and you won. So how would you consider a system that you call a democracy when you don't have any competition? You don't want criticism, you don't want dissenting voices, you don't want any form of negative reaction. You can't always get positive reactions all the time. You will have people who like you, you will have people who dislike you. I just need to understand, if those ADC members that actually converged in that meeting place had secured authority or approval from the state government, because obviously for you to convey in such a place and have a meeting of any kind supposedly political, you need to get the notice of the state. So that it's not like when something comes up, the state will say, we're not aware, you should have informed us.
When has it been illegal for somebody to convey a meeting or to converge a meeting to meet? It's their fundamental right to meet. But if you want to use any of the government properties, you must have applied. But for you to say we want to meet, it's your inalienable right that you can meet. But you ask a question, a very fundamental question. Why are they afraid? They are afraid because they know that they didn't win election and they can't win election. It's like somebody that you are in the examination hall. You know that you didn't read and you are carrying expo.
Okay.
And they collected that expo from you.
Okay.
What will you do? Some of them will start destroying or causing commotion so nobody will write that exam or they walk out.
Okay.
They know that they can't. APC, I can bet anything. APC cannot win election because Nigerians have discovered that these people are deceivers. They don't have any policy. They don't have any policy.
I don't want you to generalize.
I am telling APC, go and check all the states. Most of the states. Let me use the word.
You still have major supporters of the APC.
People are supporting them because those of them that are hungry, people are hungry. That's why you see people are, and most of the people or the senators or rep member that decamp because they are afraid that they have bought INEC. They will see them and write a result. So they are decamping based on fear theory. But APC as a party, go and check most of the party most of the state that APC is ruling. They are not doing anything. They can't do anything. They don't have any economic policy to bring Nigeria out of poverty.
Are you sure?
I am sure what I'm saying. The indices are there. APC keep lying.
Is Lagos State not doing well?
Go and check the debt rate of Lagos State. Go and check how much they have borrowed. What are they? Lagos State generate more than internal generator revenue of Lagos State is bigger than money state put together. What are they doing? You do know that allegedly APC in Lagos State or Lagos State government is still paying cash so that you can't trace most of their things they are doing. Allegedly, they pay contractors cash. Forget about what they are doing. What are they doing compared to what they are generating in Lagos State? What are they doing? Go and check their profile. So when people are saying that Lagos is doing, what are they doing? They borrowed money and they are generating income. That's why they don't want to, the APC government, they don't want to develop other places.
Okay, fine. But Mr. Tonembata, you can't say that the APC government doesn't want to develop other places because it's left for the governors of the state. For example, the governor of your state is completely inept.
There are many things that federal government has to give approval.
So what are you saying? That the situation in Imo State is...
Who is the governor of Imo State? Which party?
That's what I'm asking you.
Which party? That's why I say I generalize my issue. APC state, go and check because they don't have what it takes to bring Nigeria out of poverty. And any Nigerian that are hoping that APC government that will bring a change or bring what we need to be a nation, that person is lying. APC is destroying this country. APC have brought in the kind of politics that I don't even know how to describe it.
And the politics is scary, man.
I don't know how to describe it.
I'm actually scared of the kind of politics they're playing. But again, You know that the reason why a lot of people are putting 3 dots or 4 dots to this whole thing is that just last night, I think we were even here when we saw a letter circulating that the Kaduna State Police was inviting Mr. Malam Nasir Arafai along with other 6 persons over complaints from certain unnamed individuals concerning what transpired in Kaduna when they came to inaugurate new members in the ADC. You know that some thugs came there, destroyed some vehicles along that axis, even hurt some of the members and all that. And according to Nasir Al-Rufai, after that incident, he said that there were security operatives present and they refused to do anything in curtailing the activities of those that constituted the mayhem. And then now what is going on in Lagos, you also recall as well that the same ADC, on the day they were supposed to unveil, there was a hotel where they were originally meant to unveil, and then later there was a change of venue. The hotel organizers or the hotel management said that they had some maintenance to do.
We had all the story.
So there was a political leaning or attachment to that. But there are also fears that if this is just starting now, this is the periphery. When it's 2026, INEC announces that some political activities should reschedule their timetable, that there'll be more limitation on opposition parties in some of the states predominated by the APC. Don't you think that will set a dangerous trajectory for our political atmosphere?
Esther, you know why we are giving this information to the public? So that the people will know, people of Nigerian will know what is happening, what is about to happen. It's not that we are being alarmist or whatever. No. When we say that allegedly these people have perfected how to regulate, they have already allegedly written result and putting everything in place, and they are showing us these things so that the public will be aware and wake up.
What if what happened in Kaduna is what the state governor is trying to prevent? Okay, let me give you an instance. You know that there are some loyalists of the president. He doesn't necessarily have to tell them anything. Out of the fact that they're being overzealous, they'll just...
He should call them to order. Has he called them to order? This is the president that told you, grab it, carry it and run away. How do you think he's going to give you, call them to order? He knows what is happening. Remember what Peter B told us when they have problem in Abga. That Yaradua called the Inspector General of Police, called that I want this problem to be solved. So a man that told you to grab it, carry it and to run away, he knows what is happening. Now he has departed and going to places I don't even know. And there was allegation that he didn't hand over properly.
Will the president, who has a lot on his table, now be responsible for the internal political?
Who told you that a lot? Why is it the president?
That they have the APC chairman, they have the APC administrator. These are the president.
The president. You see, Nigerian has been boxed a corner that, when somebody emerges as a president, everybody, all the institution, we don't even have separation of power. So people have been so myopic and I don't know what or fear or whatever, that they know separation of power from judiciary. No institution is working because they believe that president, he have the knife, he has the yam, he will call to everybody. That's why you are president. Will go and suspend the governor.
Reduce your voice. Our president, whether you like it or not, right here where you're sitting, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
the president of Nigeria,
is the president of Nigeria. He is your president. All right, we'll accord him that.
You believe what you want. I believe what I want. Right. He suspended a governor, and look at what judiciary is still doing. An illegitimate administrator went and conducted election. Go on. You see, where are we going? We are destroying this country.
Mr. Tony, cannot be shouting. Don't give yourself high blood pressure. Calm down. Now we're talking about the ADC. The ADC as a party themselves, are they posing to be a strong opposition? The reason why I asked questions was like a month ago, the director of the Obedient Movement made certain complaints that they were not allowing the Obedients to occupy key positions within the ADC, especially those from the other faction, like they articulated, and all those from other political parties, either the PDP or whatnot. They complained that they were not allowing them to get some sensitive positions when it comes to decision-making processes. You know that if they're going to do an open primary, if you have more of your persons there's a strong chance that you may actually win in the primary. So my question to you is, are you sure the ADC is a platform that may eventually be supposedly utilized by Obedient?
I won't say I've told you here on studio that I'm not a member of Obedient. I'm not a member of any political parties. Okay. What I'm interested in, any vehicle or political party that will give Nigeria what they want.
Okay.
We will all support and they pray that it will work.
All right.
But for the APC being the party that they will use to achieve whatever, I don't know. But when they have this issue, they complain. What have they complained again? We have not heard about that complaint. And a reliable source told me that Obedient, Obedient is different from Labour. That Obedient joined ADC even before Atiku. That Obedient joined sometime February.
Early February. That was before they announced.
Before anything. So that's why I told you that Obedient movement is more organized than any association or political party in Nigeria. That's why people are afraid. Politicians are afraid. They keep telling you, tell us the political party you want to run. Yeah, people are why must you carry more than they believe? Allah will be anytime Obi want to tell them Nigerians, look at where I'm going. And Obedient have said, wherever Obi is going, we will support him. So stop asking Obi which political party you want to run to. Tell us. What must he tell you?
All right. Mr. Lawal, could I please come closer to the microphone?
The microphone should come closer to me.
Mr. Lawal. So Mr. Tony raised something. He said something where he said he doesn't want to delve into that. He needed to respond to the question I asked him. And I was like, it's not within the purview of the state government to decide to go about any street naming they intend to go for. It's within their jurisdiction. They have the autonomy to do that. If they consider that changing the name of the street will better the streets, will bring in money, will make the economy viable, whatever the state considers will create that sense of supposed liveliness or whatever they consider it will bring, is within their purview to do so. So why did you dispute when I made that statement?
I even dispute more than that.
Okay.
Now, but let me start with that. I still want to talk about that the venue.
Okay.
Please remind me.
All right.
Now, let me tell you something. In a society, there are two things. You generate money,
okay,
and you use the money. They are not the same thing. Are you with me? They are not the same thing. No.
Okay.
When you generate money, is one aspect. To make use of that money for the benefit of the people is another aspect.
All right.
And that is where we are lacking in this country. When the monies are generated, it disappears. Now, generating money doesn't necessarily mean you develop the society. Now, society can develop based on the fact that what they have, they make use of it. Whereas another society will generate so much more and the people will suffering. That's the example of Nigeria.
Right.
We generate so much more and then the people are suffering. Because what we generate so much, what government generates doesn't translate into the society. It just goes into the pockets of some certain people, and they use it all over the places for their own sufficient, so that we don't see it, being translated into development for the people. That's what we are experiencing in Nigeria. So every time you talk about generation of money, what comes to my mind is that those ones you have been generating, what is the benefit to the people?
Okay.
I remember when Jack Onde was there, we don't have streets being renamed and generated used to generate money. What is generating? It's not even up to one. I don't think his budget was up to 10 billion. But yes, we saw development.
But is it the local government council, the local council development areas, or the local government area chairman? Are they not the ones responsible for street naming?
See, that's why there's so many things. See, there are so many things that the state government took over.
Okay.
That belongs to that is the realm of the local government.
Okay.
The concurrent. The residual legislation that you go and use it, but the state government took over.
Okay.
Because of the fact that what will run is an autocratic type of government. It's not a democratic government in which when the executive come into power, he has absolute power over every other thing that is under him, and he can do it what he likes. That's what we are experiencing. Okay. When you rename street, doesn't generate anything. What does they pay? Now, second, that street is an historical and cultural, it has an historical and cultural attribute to that area. When that name, that's why when you see those names, so that the people who actually, the founding, the founding people, the traditional, the Asian people,
first occupant.
Yes, the first occupant of that area actually bear those names. And then when you now ask, they give you the historical perspective of that area. But when you now change it, the name, you lost, you truncate the historical perspective. you truncate the cultural perspective of that area and you start it on something that has no meaning. That's why we have so many things going on. That's why I keep saying that all this money they say they are generating is just putting unnecessary burden on Nigerians, as making Nigeria poorer.
Okay.
There are so many, even in Lagos. Look at in Lagos State. The resources God has given us in Lagos State here, beyond Lagos State or even Ogun State. Look at that water. There are some countries that is the only thing they depend on. Go to countries. They are one of the most developing countries now. Are those in which they have almost nothing on their land, and they are one of the most developing country in the world, and yet they have almost nothing in their land. Dubai, it's almost desert now. Almost everywhere is desert now.
Not so almost desert. It's desert.
Go to Saudi Arabia. Go to so many. Almost all their land is sand. You can't really use that sand for anything, and yet they are far more than us, that we have almost all the resources. You can see the difference, because they key into the culture. They develop the culture and the tradition of that area. That's how some people have been doing it before. They've been able to establish that, and so changing the name of that street doesn't, and you say because you want to generate money, doesn't develop the area. It generates money into the pockets of some certain people.
Okay, so you said you wanted to talk about the selling of the meeting venue, the ADC meeting.
Yes, the question I want to ask is, that venue, is it government owned? Is it public venue or private venue? This is the question.
It's not a government venue.
It's a private venue. Then what jurisdiction does government have to come to my property and seal my property? What jurisdiction? When I have my documents, even if I don't have document, you go to court. And the court will now give you permission to come there. When you go there and argue your case, that's why it's fundamental freedom of
association.
No, not association. Freedom to be heard. This so I just went in. Sorry, no. So when I'm coming to that, I've experienced something like that before.
The issue here, Mr. Lawal, is they had actually gotten approval for their convergence at the meeting venue. It's not like they just decided to converge.
So
they had notified those that needed to be notified.
So they should tell us.
The government should tell us. That's why I'm telling you that I've experienced something like that during the time of Showore. I remember when they wanted to go and do meeting concerning the arrest of Showore that time in one area at that Oregun, and the police came there and tried to block them. Falana was there. He was asking the police, what law do you have to prevent me from entering my own house? Is it your property? How can you come and block me? They eventually do that thing. Now, the same thing now we are having. That's why I ask it. Is it public property or private? If I want to associate people into I want to have a meeting in my own property. What jurisdiction does the government have to tell me? What law have I broken that prevents me from associating in my house?
That they want to prevent what happened.
What are they preventing?
What are you preventing? No.
They are the people sponsoring the talks.
Let me wait, Mr. Let me clarify something. It is the duty of the government to secure properties, and it's my duty to go on my normal lawful duty businesses. So if that is my normal lawful businesses, I'm going on my own. You have no right to stop me. Why? Because I'm doing my constitutional right. Because you give me freedom of movement, and for you to come, there must be a reason.
Okay.
For you. If there is no reason for you to stop me, then you must pay me compensation because you have infringed on my right. Now, this is one of the things we are talking about. That some decisions doesn't really translate into development. Remember, I was going to talk about in 1963. Do you remember what led to all this mayhem in the whole of the country before the military took over? It's similar things like this now. Intimidation with the government instrument. Before the whole thing started, you go to history in 1963.
So, Mr.
63 is before. See, before we got us into all this mess.
Observed, like the lack of tolerance for opposition, the lack of tolerance for dissent or criticism. Is it possible that we're experiencing a political war ahead of 2027? Is that a state that we have found ourselves in a political tragedy?
That's what is going on. That is it. Because now, I said something before. I said some people were there. There were presidents. So there were parties that were not APC that was in government. Did they do the same thing to APC? If they did the same thing, would they have won the presidential election?
Even when Jonathan went to vote, the car reader malfunctioned. Not twice. Jonathan has the power. If it is APC government, they will have cancelled that election. But Jonathan said no and allow all what Jaga did.
Jenga. I tell you.
So why wouldn't APC accommodate opposition? Because they know they can win local government councillorship election. Even in Lagos State, INEC is a problem. That's the only problem.
Maybe I should call maybe I should name our system
Mr. Lawa Kondara, Mr. Tony Bata, let's take a listen to this. We're moving on to the next part of the conversation.
Maybe it's intimidation crazy that we are running. I don't know.
Every Nigerian without any special preference to anybody.
Okay.
Against APC, and ADC is that alternative that they should have. We do not have any preference. Every Nigerian has equal importance to us. We are a party for the people. So when you say ADC is cutting, well, I'm telling you, we are cutting everybody. As I'm sitting here in this platform, I am cutting Maokwe, and I am cutting you also.
Okay, well, interesting angle, Mr. Koko. Just a second. Interesting angle. Now, from what you and a host of other people built around Mr. Peter Obi in the run-up to the 2023 elections, you guys produced about 6 million votes. Now, you also said on this program so far that politics is a game of numbers. I don't have Mr. Peter Obi's numbers, and I'm not sure if Markwe has Mr. Peter Obi's numbers. Now, for a political party like the ADC, it's natural to expect that, okay, who has more political capital? Between the three of us, I would say it is Mr. Peter Obi, right? So, do you think, should the APC adopt Mr. Peter Obi as its candidate for the 2027 elections, will you be on his side?
No. No. ADC is going to go into democratic, free, fair presidential primary election, and whoever emerges, the party will support the person against Tinubu in 2027. That is the democratic thing to do. You do not allocate tickets to people, you contest for tickets. Anytime any party makes the mistake of allocating tickets to people, those people, except it is by the consensus of all the candidates that want to contest, those people eventually go to waste the ticket. I give you an example. In 2023, Tinubu was the leader of APC. Yet APC could not allocate any tickets to him. He went in and contested and won in the primary and got himself very prepared for the exigencies of the general election. And with that capital by his side, with all the fellow contestants by his side, they were able to make INEC to pronounce Tinubu the winner of that election. So
did you hear his last phrase? They were able to make INEC to announce President Tinubu the winner of the election. This guy is something else. But let me come from this angle. A couple of supporters of Peter Obi say this is Kenneth Okonkwo yet again betraying him by saying what he said. You heard what the uncle asked him. If the ADC gives the ticket, says, okay, you know what, Mr. Peter Obi, become the party's flag bearer, you will fly the ticket, would you be on his side? And Kenneth Okonkwo said no. He said it 3 times. Now, it's normal to change your mind about anybody. It's not by force. The fact that you and somebody is from the same geopolitical zone does not necessarily mean that, or the same ethnic extraction, does not mean that you need to align with a person. He once aligned with Peter Obi. He once spoke on his behalf. He followed him all through during the 2023 elections, followed him to the Supreme Court, to the tribunal. He was there all through, speaking, lambasting the opposition. And all of a sudden, after what happened, he complained that politics in Nigeria is not being a gentleman, it's not about being meek. What do you have to say about what Kenneth Okonkwo said?
Kenneth Okonkwo have his own fundamental right to associate with whoever he want to associate with. And Kenneth Okonkwo also contradicted himself when the anchor person asked him if the party, he said no. But he said if there was consensus, so that consensus still will come from the party. to give whosoever they want to give. You see, most of these people that call themselves politicians, Clement Okonkwo is still an Nollywood actor. Most of them are looking for politicians in Nigeria. You can't. Most of them don't have what we call integrity.
No, but it's not in Nigerian politics.
Most of Nigerian politicians, I say most of them, they believe in what they will gain. Clement Okonkwo was saying that P2B should go and cause problems so that I will not agree, and Nigerian blood will be wasted. He did a Gandhi of India. How did he get whatever he was looking for? It was peaceful resolution, moving.
Are you insinuating that Kenneth Okonkwo somehow is being influenced or induced by Atiku Abubakar?
Anybody can be induced. Anybody. If you don't have the required integrity in factors of production, they say we have 4. In development economies, we have 5. Integrity factor is the most important of factors of production. Because if you don't have integrity factor, the entrepreneur will not treat the labor very well. And it is that integrity factor that will make the labor to work even when your master is not there to harness other things. So anybody can be induced. I'm not saying that he's induced. And he has his own right. But he should stop contradicting himself.
Okay.
That if he said, I will not. But he came back and said, if the party consensus. What do you mean by consensus? Is it not party that will decide with the people and say, let's give to these people? That's why I was one of the people that saying, Atiku should wait. Your interest, your love for the country, your love for the country should supersede your personal interest. That is it. This is the tongue of the South. Let them allow the South to finish their 4 years, and the North will take over. We will support them. And I saw what Kenneth Okonkwo, if you will listen to that in the end, he said that P2B are promising the North is strategic. Okay. One time. Let me tell you, if you don't have integrity factor, that's why today most of the governors are betraying themselves, not Nigerians. P2B will keep it. If P2B did not keep it, people like us will come and vote against him and campaign against him. P2B has integrity. And he said I will go for one term.
Mr. Tony, you just said something that politicians in Nigeria, you cannot trust them. I want you to remember that Mr. Peter Obi is also a politician.
But he has proven. Okay.
Hold on. You cannot empirically 100% stamp your foot to say this is how this person is. Remember that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was in the opposition, told us via his tweets, via his comments against the government of the day, that if it were the APC, insecurity would have stopped in the country. If you recall, during his campaign, he said, let the poor breathe. That was because of the Naira redesign policy that caused a cash crunch that a lot of Nigerians were slumping on the road. The president made a lot of promises. He gave excerpts of how he feels he would have done better, especially hinging on insecurity and improving the Nigerian economy. But now he's there. And obviously he has seen that it is not as easy as he thinks. And whatever method he thinks or he thought he would apply is not working. Everything, Mr. Tony Mbata, in this country, whether a law, whether not, everything is politics. Everything is being politicized. He can see the heavy condemnation on him. So when you say that this person cannot do this, cannot do that, remember that being a governor is different from being a president. There are concessions that you will have to make, and there are people you have to please. So don't 100% stamp a personality that this is what you believe.
Esther, can I answer your question?
Okay.
I gave what P2B said, 199% that P2B will not go more than second term. Okay, let me tell you, when Yaradua, that was Buhari that happened, Yaradua government, when Yaradua, and every other person refused to say, it took a woman of honor to say, if I perish, let me perish. The late Professor Dora Akunyele. And let me tell you, see, this is one of the problems of Jonathan. When Jonathan completed the second, after completing the Yaradua 2 years or 3 years, and they said, okay, go for the second time. Obasanjo, them, all of them supported him. And they asked him, Jonathan, don't go again. Jonathan, people keep advising Jonathan. What happened? Jonathan could not win that election. And all that, the rest is history. If we don't know the history of this, the history of things, you make mistake. We have learned our lesson. And it's high time we started honoring our word and keeping what we said. So I am telling you, standing here today is, I think today is 4th. Telling you that fifth, okay, P2B cannot go more than second term. He will go one. He's a man of integrity. Okay, look at the people that are saying it. Look at there are a lot of things we don't need to say on air. P2B will keep his word. So any other person can say anything because they lack integrity.
Are you a politician, Mr. Tony?
I'm a politician. Everybody's a political human being. I'm a politician.
Interesting. All right.
Political monkeys.
No, we can't. I'm an image of God.
What
I can't be. That's why I didn't say we are political animal. I'm not an animal. No matter whatever psychologists will say. No, as I'm a political human being, an image of God cannot be an animal. That means you are degrading God by saying you are a political animal. I am not.
Okay. All right, there are talks that President Tinubu has weakened Peter Obi's influence, and that lately, with the recent situation with the by-elections and the person that Peter Obi endorsed who has lost, lately there have been a couple of persons decamping from the Labour Party to the APC. Even Peter Obi's closest allies have left him and joined the APC, so he's no longer as popular as he used to be. One of the Labour Party persons in Lagos State once wrote and said that possibly because Peter Obi has not made where he belongs known, that a lot of his supporters have supposedly reduced. That's basically what, that's the stipulation. Do you think that the president's influence has weakened Peter Obi's influence?
They know presidency, APC are jittering because of Peter Obi. Peter Obi influence has grown more than, because Peter Obi has been consistent in what he said and what he's doing, and people have verified this. So let me tell you what is in politics. Propaganda is one of the tools they use in order to put fear to your opponent. They create things that is not happening so that the feeble-minded people can believe what they are saying. They know. That's why everybody, I've said it when I was starting, that why must you cry more than the bereaved? Because they want Peter Obi to make mention of which political party I want to use, so that they will start causing problems. And Peter Obi has put them in a state of uga. They don't even know what they are doing. So what confusion? They are confused. APC, the only person that is giving APC and other party problem is Peter Obi, because they know that free and fair election, Peter Obi is winning. Go and check all the elections conducted in Nigeria. Is it the River State own that they did? We know what happened. Is it Anambra? Tell me where we have good election. That's why opposition or people that are fighting should first of all let us go and get INEC to do proper thing.
Okay.
If we don't get INEC to do proper thing, there'll be no election. I'm saying it.
Mr. Lawal,
can I
free and fair election. There'll be no free and fair election.
Mr. Mbale, let me say something.
Okay.
The first thing is this: Peter Obi will eventually declared. Don't forget that. No matter how he hides or whatever, it will get to a level in which he will have no choice but to declare.
When the time comes.
Yes. So we know he's going to declare eventually. That is that. Now, second is that when you say this Peter will be every now and then, I think what makes Peter Obi this kind of an opposition to beat is because he has his own horror. That's what I found out. He has his own horror. He lives in his own world. You get it? He lives in his own world that is totally different from the world of the conventional Nigerian politician.
Okay.
You get it? Now, he was this quiet when he got stored, according to INEC. He was this quiet. He was still this same quiet man, the same easygoing man, the same, and people still look for him and they still voted for him. Is that not it? It's not about the shout. Because they say the empty drum makes the loudest noise. Okay. It's not about the shout. It's about your legacy.
All right.
You get? So he has this kind of legacy that is totally different from all the legacies of the other Nigeria. While ESCC and every other people are fingering people and chasing them, they just leave him on his own because he seems to be totally different from them. One, he left money for the past government. Two, he didn't borrow one kobo, so he's not putting no burden at all on the incoming governor. The incoming governor has no burden at all to carry. He has no debt to service. So that is a very good antecedent. So what he has, he was able to run it, because one thing is this: debt is a burden.
Yes.
People say you can borrow. I'm not against borrowing, but debt is a burden.
All right. In reaction to that, the federal government is preparing to secure fresh financing from the World Bank to the tune of $1.75 billion, even after celebrating a sharp increase in national revenues. The president had on Tuesday, if you remember, declared that Nigeria has already surpassed its 2025 revenue targets. The presidency, in its clarification of the president's claim, said Nigeria raked in 20.59 trillion naira between January and August 2025, which represents a 40.5% jump compared to 14.6 trillion naira recorded in the same period last year. So the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, said the surge was largely fueled by non-oil revenues, which now contribute 75% of total government collections.
Maybe we are selling hunger.
You also recall as well that President Donald Trump imposed fresh tariffs, where the president, in a rebuttal said, whatever it is you want to do, we're not afraid. We don't even need you. In fact, we're not borrowing. Nigeria is not borrowing. And obviously, we know that for that not to happen, to generate income, we need to do what? Increase the tax net, obviously. So what does this fresh borrowing mean?
Esther, let me give you a very simple analogy so that people out there will listen. Last time I was here with Mr. Ibe, we went in depth in political economic analysis.
Mr. Ibe?
Yes, Mr. What's the name? The comrade that joined us.
Okay, Mr. Shegun Shopito.
Okay, when you have 20 naira in your pocket and you are owing 50 naira,
okay,
are you making a gain? And you will tell them, in my bank account I have 20 naira and you are owing 50 naira. So when you pay your 20 naira, if they remove it, how much are you owing? You are owing how much? 30 naira. So Bola, they say APC government keep deceiving Nigerians. Okay. All the indices of growth, all the indices of development, you can't see it in Nigeria. So when they are talking what they don't know, and today they told us they are growing, they will not, but they want to secure another loan, and it's not bad for any government to borrow. But what are you doing with this money? That is the thing we are asking. It's not bad for you to borrow for developmental project, but you borrow to do what? You borrow to service loan or debt swap. I pity for this country, honestly.
Do you know that just in October 2024, the government of the president borrowed another $6.45 billion loan from the World Bank, and the loan was basically, in fact, they had secured loans worth $6.45 billion from the World Bank in just 16 months. Another thing to indicate is that these loans were meant to eradicate poverty. That's what the loan.
The loan is an eraser. So the poverty is on paper. You now use eraser to clean it.
It's to mitigate poverty.
It's funny.
All right. Create more infrastructure. School feeding program, these were part of it, and also education.
You borrow money to feed. That's a very good one.
These are the stipulations for the loan. This particular $1.75 billion, this new loans is anyway. For example, documents from the World Bank indicate that the Washington-based lender is expected to approve this money, that is this new loan for Nigeria, before this year ends, and that the funds will be channeled into agriculture, health, digital infrastructure, and small business financing. The problem is when these loans are gotten, they don't tell us what the loans are used for. We don't see the indices, we don't see the indicators, we don't see the beneficiaries. You want to borrow loan
to finance small businesses.
No, Mr. Tony Bata just said borrowing is not bad. But the issue is that there have been consistent borrowings.
Why do you borrow? You should ask yourself, you are individual like this, let me say, or you have a company, and then you have an option to borrow.
Okay.
There must be question. You get it? There must be a reason for that option of borrowing to come on board. You can't just say I want to go and borrow. There must be an option, because you know you are going to pay back, and you are going to pay back with interest. So before you say I want to borrow, it has to be the last option. If you have fund, why would you borrow?
Esther, let me tell you, sorry sir, you continue. Let me tell you one typical example of what happened to me. This issue of borrow. You know that Nigerian government borrow to service loan, but they don't tell Nigerians truth. Something happened to me. I built my factory. I borrowed from Bank of Industry.
Don't mention back.
No, I will mention. You can go and verify. Now, I needed such amount of money. I needed up to 20 to 50 million, to put things in order. Now, when I apply for that loan, they give me lesser money of what I requested. Very lesser. And before they gave me that loan, things has gone up. And they made me to sign some documents that I will cushion it. I went into because I want to borrow. Now, when I borrow, for me to start this production, I have to squeeze myself. And when I was doing it, most of the materials I used to purchase 250,000. Now escalated when they removed this fuel subsidy to 570,000. I was struggling. So when I borrowed again, I am using the one I borrowed to cushion to service loan. Where am I? I'm giving you the problem of this country. Because we have borrowed and this World Bank, this IMF, they are dealing with Africans. They don't want us to breathe. And we have people that don't know what the economy is all about. They will give you something you think you are borrowing. What are they doing? That, like the question you ask, before you borrow, you ask yourself, what am I borrowing this money for?
Okay,
what am I going to do?
Let me give you a breakdown. The international lender approved no fewer than 36 loan requests for the federal government of Nigerians, amounting to a substantial total of $24.08 billion within 5 years. That's how they've earmarked it. So they're going to release the money in tranches. These approvals, according to what the presidency, that's this administration, in their proposals for the securing of these loans, is aimed at financing various developmental projects nationwide, alongside increasing concerns about the country's escalating debt profile. So there are questions about the sustainability of these financial commitments and their potential long-term effects on the economy. So this is how some of the projects were broken down. The president's loan borrowing from the World Bank include loans for power, $750 million, women empowerment, $500 million, girls education, $700 million, renewable energy, $750 million, economic stabilization reforms, $1.5 billion, and resource mobilization reforms, $750 million. They're releasing these monies in tranches, and this is basically what the purpose of these monies are meant to be utilized for, meant to be used for.
You see, Esther, when I said,
how do you pay the one you give women? How do you?
Sorry, sir. The fundamental question there is that the question is that when I say that they don't have any policy where they're going, the question you ask yourself: if I borrow money, how do I pay this money? That's the first question. Remember that this money is not a grant. It's not a grant. It's a money you will pay. And when you borrow money, you must channel it to an infrastructure that are going to bring in money, because you must have made your feasibility study and the analysis of how to pay.
Said that resources are thin, and that is what is
Wait,
and that our
Esther,
population is outsized. So the question I guess are asking is that what about the past borrowings?
What? That's
Have they
the
been
question.
justified?
I'm coming. I want to ask you. Wait. You know, the second reason. You know, you have mentioned two reasons. Now I said, The first one, I said, school children feeding. Good. Yes. Borrowing, you know, you said something like that, women.
Yes.
Good. Now, the question is, you borrow money to feed your children in the house.
You see?
So how do you pay back? You are going to sell those children, Abi?
Yes.
When they grow up, you sell them to pay back the money, Abi? When you give your wife money to go and buy Ashwebi, because when you give women, I don't know what you are going to, you give them what you give them. So how do they pay back?
No, they will sell us now.
I mean, they will. How can you? Are you telling me your children are critical infrastructure? You tell me school children are critical infrastructure to be sold in future. I don't know. See, let me say something.
Let's take a very short break.
Okay.
Very short break. Conversation will continue.
It's time time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for the October 2025 and January 2026 intakes at Lancaster University, Ghana. Get ready for a world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right from Ghana. For more information, contact us at +234 0701 708 9214 or email us at nigeria@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Contact fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get them. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J contact fuse and distribution board, Nipo contact fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover contact fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo contact fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover wise pan foolish show. Slatter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J na you Pico.
Tony Mbata, Mr. Lawyer Kundayo, please come and borrow me loan. No, any dream.
The loan that you need to buy a shit.
What do you want to use it for? You want to use it
to cook open salad?
No, maybe she wants to use to feed her children. I can borrow you money to feed your children.
I don't have kids yet. I'm not yet married. But it's not, that is not for the case. Yeah, I'm not yet married now, so I don't have kids yet. But I need money. Who doesn't need money?
To look good.
Not what is looking. What has
no, but government is borrowing to look good now.
Eto, that's why I said she borrow
feed us. To feed us.
Go
to feed our children.
Bank of women loan.
The federal government should give him the clue. They know how to.
They know the money. Yes, they know how to do that.
But seriously, Mr. Lawyer Kundayo, what is the issue? We're not saying that there is any issue with borrowing, but what are the monies borrowed being used for?
Please,
and where is the breakdown of how this monies were utilized? In what sectors, as you mentioned here? If they said for women empowerment, what are the structures? What are the stuff you put on ground for women empowerment?
Okay. And who is sure that money will get to women empowerment?
And if you say economic stabilization,
what are the inputs?
What are the things you've done?
The indices. What are you using?
It's a strategy. You call it strategic. Strategy. This is my target. This is what I need to do to get to this area.
They need more money.
Money for election.
We allegedly
that is money not plenty.
Esther, how much?
Wait, these people they don't bloody care where Nigeria is heading to. They're not thinking about the future of this country.
Yeah.
How much?
God bless this country that we have what we can use to keep ourselves moving.
Please, let me
what should we borrow?
How much was the last budget of Obasanjo before he left office?
I should start helping to check that one.
Yes. No, because I want to see. Because the man paid off all the debt.
Obasanjo cleared the debt. Was still on
and he was still running the government.
But now we're on trillion.
He still run the government now.
We need to service most of our loan. There's something they call debt swap in economies. Some of this in they swap your loan. Some of them debt servicing or management. You hire a company that will manage your debt. You pay that company manage your debt. So most of this borrowing they are taking, they are using it to service loan. Nigerians, they don't know these things. And they will come and speak glamour. And the worst funny thing is that this people that are giving you this money, they are doing business. They want you to borrow more. Because they know that you have assets that they can grab. So they want you to come when you do your paperwork very well, speak the grammar, like the Minister for Information will come and tell you of finance. They will want you to borrow because they are gaining more. If they give you 10 billion, they are getting 100 billion. So this one we are talking here is just nothing. And the myopic leadership of this country will go mortgaging the future of this generation. It is not good. And when you are talking about, people will say, hey, it's right to, because it's not from the side. No, we are talking about the good of this country. Because if the country is good, everybody will benefit from it. It don't even look at when we are playing ball. If Nigeria win any match, what happened? Everybody in the country, even the militant them, Boko Haram them, that are Nigerian will rejoice. The same thing as if the country is viable, working, everybody will enjoy it. Let us stop this parochial interest that a thief, because he's from Igbo land, you support a thief, he's my own thief, let him steal. That mentality should stop.
All right, let's look at this information. Now, you recall, I think yesterday too, on this platform we discussed it, where the federal government is trying to clarify that about reports that went in circulation about Nigerians paying a 500 naira fuel surcharge on every 10,000 naira worth of fuel bought from January 2026. The government is telling us that it's inaccurate and it's misleading. They stated that while the new tax law provides for a fuel surcharge under the Federal Emergency Management Agency Act, the provision has not yet taken effect, and that contrary to claims that Nigerians would start paying the 500 naira surcharge as from January 2026, that the implementation date will only be determined by an official order from the Minister of Finance. That this clarification was actually made in a video, so he's not disputing the fact that that thing is there, but it's because the new tax reform, some of them will start kicking off from 2026. This one is also part of the tax reform. There are also talks, for example, that the purpose of the surcharge is to channel revenues into transport infrastructure projects, which he claimed would eventually reduce the cost of logistics, ease the burden on non-commuters, and bring down inflation for ordinary Nigerians.
See the way they arrange the grammar. What happened to the subsidy?
Wait, if it kicks off, I am going to buy petrol, 10,000 naira. You're going to remove 5% is, let's just say like 45 naira. That's basically what the tax is going to be.
Yes, 40,
I am going to be the one to pay for using the road, okay? But despite other taxes that you collect from me.
Plus VAT is still on the fuel.
Exactly. So I would pay to reduce the cost of logistics. I would also...
Which logistics now? Which logistics?
That's what they're saying. Then to ease the burden on commuters. I don't know what easing
what do they mean that by all these things? I don't understand now.
To bring down inflation for ordinary Nigerians.
How?
We are going to buy...
So I mean that is ordinary Nigeria. I want to go and buy fuel. I'll pay 45 naira tax on it. You are telling me that you are reducing my body. Who paid the money? Is it not me? So how do you now use the money to reduce my body?
Esther, the issue is that this government started in a trajectory of lies and deceived, and they will continue in it. Look at, they are the people that brought this thing, and when people start clamoring and start asking questions, they are
say,
the people trying to say no, they say it's not yet. They are trying to see the reaction of this country. Whether you react from here till tomorrow, they will do that. And I have said it time without number that this government APC, particularly now, they don't have the interest of the country at heart or poor masses, because these are the same people. Go to bank, look at what bank is charging. Anything they will deduct. Go to fuel. What happened? You ask a very fundamental question. What happened to the fuel subsidy they removed? And they say is this. What happened to the money they are borrowing? These people, very soon they will reintroduce.
Wait, don't talk about the loan. Talk about that fuel subsidy. The purpose why they remove that fuel subsidy is that
they will better our life.
Now you are telling us that you are going to the same. You have removed subsidy now. You now had VAT. You say you are going to better our life. We are the one paying. You now add another 45 naira again. You are going to better our life. Now all of them is still boiling down to the same common man, that poor man that carry all the burden, and still how do you benefit? How do you better his life when you are putting more burden through tax on this common man? I don't know.
You see, we have seen government.
I'm coming. Wait. Let's look at. So no, last week we just discussed the increment of the passport. Have you forgotten that? Yes. That they were telling us that it will be faster within a week. I don't care. Give me 1 month. Do I need it in a...
Go and see what will happen. Even before you do that passport, those of them that are immigration will collect money for them to capture you.
Prevent collecting of that
money. Imagine who are doing it. They are stars. It's like what custom is doing in clearing goods. A lot of multiple charges. People that are clearing are suffering. That's why you see the goods and services going up. The same thing will happen. See,
and they will tell you that Nigeria should wake up. We should wake up, all of us. They said that the custom are meeting their target.
Under the
as if that money is coming from the ocean. Is it not on the burden of Nigerians? They are meeting their target. Nigerians are crying.
Most of the customs, I have information that any custom officer, some of them are there, that goes home any day, 500,000 is more money. Every day. In fact, some of them, when they want to retire them, they will put you in a strategic place for you to make your last money. We have these things. Some of them, when a lot of things that happen, Nigerians are suffering. And when you see, the foolishness of this government is that when you increase most of these things, I want to import my maybe goods and services. I imported it to this country. You said it's 20 naira. Why this thing is supposed to be 5 naira? The importer will put it there, and both of us will suffer it. The importer cannot lose his money.
Do you think they don't know this?
They don't lose because they know
now,
and because most of them are not buying these things. That's why they are not feeling it. The fuel they use is taxpayer money. The cloth, the food. Every year, I think it was National Assembly that somebody asked, "Why are we buying cutleries every budget you see it?" Because they don't feel what you are feeling. They have fuel. They have extra code.
You are not talking about. You are not talking about furniture.
So Nigerians, we are too docile. And when we are talking, they say these activists, the people will ask us again. We are suffering. Look at what Mordecai told Esther. He said, "If you don't do anything to talk to the king, when it will start, it will consume you." So I am warning the politicians. It will start very soon. Very soon, one day.
Who is going to be Esther in this scenario that you have created?
Esther is the judiciary. The judiciary and INEC is not doing what they're supposed to do, because it's the INEC that are giving these people the lever to do what they are doing, because they will not fake a result. And look at Professor Lisa. Yes, because INEC is giving the lever, because they will not do the necessary thing to make sure that the vote of the pharmacists count. And the judiciary will stamp it. They will stamp it. When the time will come, all of us will suffer it, because you are not doing the rightful thing. One, God will judge you, judge your generation. That's why most of them are suffering it. When they will be dying, you see the kind of sickness, all of them will die. Yes, they are suffering this country, and God will judge them. God will judge them what they are doing to this generation.
Let me clarify something. You said something that it is INEC that is suffering Nigerians. It's not INEC that is suffering Nigeria. We know that INEC is a big problem, but INEC is not the one suffering Nigerians. It is Nigerians that are suffering Nigerians. You know why? Because
they are
wait. INEC is a name. INEC is a name. It's just a name. People occupy that post. Now, the person who made the INEC chairman, who made somebody INEC chairman to oversee, was voted into office by the same masses. You can see that everything we do comes back to the people. It comes back to the people, because when you collect something, you collect money, you sell your conscience, you vote, you don't know that that thing will come back to you to haunt you eventually. That is what we are suffering now.
No, I disagree with you. Sorry, sir. This 2023 election, Nigerian masses, 85% voted with their conscience. I can argue
why
it.
Not 100%?
No.
What about that 25?
I can't do it. Anybody can do anything. Among 12, you must have Judas. Nigerian masses, 85% voted. They defended their vote, but few people truncated it.
So if they defended their vote, how did they allow the few?
Because the institution is there.
We need to take reactions right
institution is there.
We need to take reactions. At this moment, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai is in Imo State. He has arrived in Imo State allegedly for a political engagement. He paid courtesy visits to His Royal Majesty SS Stephen Kemjika, and basically there are talks about some certain political negotiations. He was actually received with traditional rites and kola nut ceremony. You know how we do it if you're from the east. So he commended on the cultural heritage of the people and thanked the monarch for their hospitality, describing the visit as an opportunity to strengthen bonds of friendship across regions. What do you think this means?
I hope they will not suspend the man. I hope
suspend who? The monarch? Don't talk.
No, that's a very fundamental question, but I don't.
It's true. It can happen.
Did it not happen? Has it not happened recently? You are like was it last month?
Let us see.
Similar to was it the month before?
It's a friendly visit.
It's a friendly visit.
That's what they will.
So the governor of Imo State should do like those state governor should ban him or whatever.
But it's good that a lot of funny things is happening in this country.
We are one Nigeria. whether you like it or not, anybody that says division of this country is the best thing, that person is lying from the pit of hell.
They're agents of darkness.
That person is lying from the pit of hell. All these things help us. It's better we are more than
unhealthy political.
So I love the visit. I love the visit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get your reaction. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. I beg, when you call, no curse anybody. Turn down the volume of your radio or step away completely from your radio set, okay? Let's have a clean and interesting conversation. 080-3692-9933. That's the number. Thank God, please, the charger, the phone will soon go off. 080-3692-9933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Please help me call him. That's the number to actually send your messages to. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
You're calling from a person.
All right, Mr. Obina, welcome. Please go ahead.
According to our you people there, 10 years of APC is a waste for this country. And then somebody boasting that we are going to continue the way that this country is going today is lying for Nigerians. Many Nigerians cannot feed themselves today in this country. What are they boasting of? In stage of war. In time of corruption, they are free. In time of security, they are free. To unite this nation, they are free. In which way are they boasting they are going to continue in this country? So they are just deceiving themselves. Thank you. That's my own opinion.
Thank you very much for calling. All right. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Fine.
Hello.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Chiru. I'm calling from J.
Your name is what, sir?
Chiru. I'm calling from J.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Why you say this can not live?
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Breaking. No, you said what?
Otherwise, we need to do this. President just like borrow money. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, go ahead. You're asking a question. Is that all?
No pointing with man just we see the work just their pastor every time. So the two-way man is still not prepare for more.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello. I can hear you, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening.
That's VOP.
Yes, sir. This is VOP, sir. What's your name, please?
Yes, this is Maxwell calling from the Surulere.
All right, Mr. Maxwell. Is this your first time?
First time caller, yeah.
All right, welcome, Mr. Maxwell. Please go ahead.
I greet your guest in the studio,
All
Mr. Kodayo and
Mr. Tony
Dr. Mbata. Yeah.
I'm not doctor, sir.
There's something you people don't really understand. Hello?
We can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. When you people talk about Tinubu and APC all the time, there are things you people don't understand. Tinubu, you are seeing, has worked for Nigeria. He's doing well for Nigeria.
Okay.
He's really doing well for Nigeria. What he said he would do is what he is doing. So why are you people not getting it? When remember the time of when Buhari was coming in, he said change. And Nigerians never asked the question. They never bothered to ask what kind of change. And the man came and brought about change. Are you people, did he not bring the change? Now, Tinubu came in now. He has achieved. And he has to think of achievement. See, there in life. It's either you plan to succeed or you plan to fail.
Okay.
So if you plan to fail, that is part of achievement, isn't it? So Tinubu or the APC government.
Hello. Hey.
Why
what happened?
Good? Sorry, call back.
Sorry.
He's talking figuratively.
Hello. Hey, turn down the volume of your radio.
I was turned it.
What's your name,
This is
sir?
Mr. Patrick from Amodofi.
Mr. Patrick, there is still an echo at the background.
Pardon?
There is still an echo at the background. Turn down your radio. Turn it off.
I don't.
08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 08171756338. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Yeah, I greet your guests, Oga. I greet everybody, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Please, what's your name?
My name is Robert. I am calling you from Apapa.
All right, Mr. Robert, please
I
go
think
ahead.
what your analysts have discussed so far is the truth. What is going on in this country? Even myself, honestly, I am just tired. I don't know because it's like we are just giving ourselves a heart attack. The people that we are even complaining about, they don't care about us.
Hello? Wow. That one don't receive call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Esther, good evening.
Joe from Berriga, welcome, sir. How are you, sir?
Look, Esther, I'm not fine. Esther, the way things are going in this country, I'm not fine at all.
Sorry.
I'm so angry. When you ask that man to talk small. What are we talking small again? We're almost dying. Almost everybody's dying in Nigeria. And they're asking that man to talk small. Make me not go
Just say you should calm down. You should not have BP.
No. All of us are having BP now. I'm telling you before God, man.
God bless you, sir.
Mr. President is having only enjoying himself alone. Nigerians are dying. I tell me to calm down. Calm down. What am I calm down for, Esther? Nigerians are dying.
Don't cry.
Joe. Sorry.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry.
Drink water.
Sorry,
Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe, sorry, okay? We're all feeling it. You see, my job is to make you feel good.
That's why you're a pretty
through
woman.
The pain. Smile through the pain. 0036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Sister.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Peter Williams from Satellite.
All right, sir. Please go
I
ahead.
greet Kundaya, my brother Tony.
All right.
Good evening, sir.
When they work him now. You see, one thing in Nigeria is that we keep on crying and shouting. In fact, did any of you there, I'm sorry, I'm about 60 something, experience Biafra war? In fact, what is happening now is more than that Biafra war.
Yes.
Where is our women? Where is our women? Let all the whole our women, our children. Let them come out. The women that are training their children that cannot feed their children, the women that are training their children that cannot pay the children their children's school fees, and give them a good food. Where are they? They have over manipulated the men in this country. They can't do nothing. Please let our women come out. We are tired.
Look at that.
What are we doing?
What she's doing.
What are we doing? Where is our women?
Our
They
women
are
are
comfortable.
speaking. Our women
Let
are
Tinubu
trying.
shoot
Our
the
women
whole
are-
of our women and our children in the street.
Our women are trying.
Let the women go and sit down.
Our women are trying. You recall what happened in Enugu State when the women came out to protest concerning insecurity.
That's why
You saw
he's
what
calling
happened. They
other
turned
women to
them out.
come. It's
They
like
turned them
men,
back. So if you go to Benue, the women are killed in droves and their children. The women are
Look
the
at
one going to the
Aba
farms.
Women's Riot.
If you go
People
to the
like
east,
Margaret
if you
them.
go to the
Where
east,
are our women?
you won't see the men. It's the women that are going to the farms. They are trying to make sure that their small children survive. Is it the same women you want out to
Many
come out and
countries
protest?
of the world, you know, those is women that help them. After all, Mother Mary helped
Good
us.
evening.
Hello.
Turn down the volume of your radio. Turn down the volume of your radio. What's your name,
Sorry, I'm
please?
sorry. This is from Misashi. Hello?
Hello, sir. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, this is from Misashi.
All right, sir.
Please, what are we expecting our women to do? Our women have, like Mr. Tony Bata said, that we are men, women have been castrated. We will not be castrated, women can still do something. We should not expect a woman to do something for us. It's like this man is going to put us he's putting us into deep ground already. This Tinubu is like the problem I'm having is my co-Yoruba people. Let us wake up. Let us leave tribalism alone. I always say it. This is what I said the last time that I called. That we should just leave this tribalism alone and just come outside and vote right. He can be an Igbo, but he can be an Hausa man. Anybody that will rescue this country, let us vote for him. This is not the problem we have. This tribalism, Yoruba is a Yoruba man, my brother, Omoyami. This is not the problem I'm having in this country. This is actually that I'm living here. I used to tell people, I say, there was a Liverpool, I say, look at this, see how your neck long. And you are still saying, so these are it is. Let us leave tribalism alone in this country. Religion. Let us leave religion and tribalism alone in this country and vote right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling. 08036929933. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. That is the WhatsApp number to send your messages to. Hello, good evening.
Hello, my sister.
Good evening, sir. Yeah. How are you, sir? Welcome.
Yeah, I'm not calling you from Kenya.
All right, sir. Welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Kundaya, one thing I want you to know that these people like the men at the head, because these people are making a hell lot of money. But to implement it, they are just wasting it. Building conference hall, renovating vice president's house, building coastal roads, and they leave the main thing, which is security, and the human being they are supposed to protect. And the doing flashes. That is the irony of their government. And it's very, very unfortunate. To hit the point, have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you. 08036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Evening, Mr. Clement.
Mr. Clement, from where, sir?
From Festac.
From Festac. All right, welcome, Mr. Clement. Please go ahead.
Let me just go straight to the point.
Thank
you. Know, when APC government took over power from Jonathan, they blame PDP 16 years. All right, Buhari spent 8 years. Tinubu took over from Buhari. The same APC, they started blaming the same APC, which is Buhari. Because they could not hold anything on PDP anymore. Because the 16 years PDP was in power, comparing with the 8 years Buhari it's nothing to talk about. Things skyrocket. So they now decided to blame themselves. The same family blaming themselves. Now this is my problem. And Nigeria seems not to open their eye to understand that APC blaming APC. Is it not yet time to kick them out? You still want to remain in that cancer? One of your guests there said our problem is INEC and the judiciary. I agree with you, my brother. There's one of these young activists now on social media. This guy has been hammering and be shouting and be talking about electoral reform. Nobody is following him.
Randy Peter, right?
Yes, Randy Peter.
Thank you. When time reach now, 2027 now, you will still see the same mistake that was made that will still repeat himself. Where is Atiku? Where is P2B? During the time of Jonathan, was it not Tinubu and the rest of them that kicked against it? Why is Tinubu? Why is Atiku? The so-called Erufai them, the ADC members there? Why are they not talking about the electoral reform? That is the point. All that side first. Tinubu is a game. Tinubu understand this game. You can't fold your hand and kick him out. You see, it took almost 4 or 5 political parties to unseat PDP. ACN collide with this other, with all this MPP and the rest of them to unseat. And you said that you can unseat APC just like that? God help us. So the one way we did now for the country now, may we just sleep, wake up. If you feel wake up, thank your God.
Amen.
Now where we did now?
Not true.
God bless.
Okay, good evening, Queen Esther. Barrister Eze was extremely brilliant. Enjoyed the show like I was eating my favorite dish. Always learn from the show. It's highly educative. Barrister Dalent is also highly intelligent and extremely funny. Was laughing hard on Thursday as I was learning Harry from Ejibo. Harry, thank you very much. Greetings to Esther and the guests. When APC came into existence, PDP never treated them the way they are treating other opposition parties now, but they kept on boasting that they are not afraid of any opposition party. What was their reason of not allowing opposition parties to hold their meetings? Do they want Nigeria to be a one-party state? They must allow other parties to operate freely, the way PDP allowed them to operate freely while in opposition. After all, Nigerians witnessed what they did as an opposition party. APC, there is Godo, Mr. Tony from Okota. All right, those supporting APC blindly should open their eyes to see how they are destroying democracy in Nigeria with insecurity and thuggery before they start crying later like past leaders who have suddenly realized their mistakes when they were in power. Chairman from Agbara. Good evening. Good evening to you. Good evening, Esther. Good evening, Mr. Tony Bata, Mr. Kundaya. My name is Emmanuel Hope Discovery. Esther, sometimes you ask your guests questions as if you're not living in Nigeria at all. APC was structured on a frivolous agenda. It is going to be unfair to convince people to believe that APC is going to make Nigeria a better place for every Nigerian to strive. The best thing Nigerians must do is to vote out APC. But if you people do otherwise, sorry for all of you. I wish you well. You know they're Nigeria too. Okay. Osi Morale, thank you so much. He's blessing all of us. Osi Morale, thank you so much from I think Tauri Lagbaja Cantonment at Ikeja. Thank you so much, Osi Morale. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Mbata. The strange politics that has been trending in Lagos is now taken to the Federation. During the 2025, many politicians, including El Rufai, said that President Tinubu will develop Nigeria the way he developed Lagos. I think you're referring to 2023 elections, not 2025. The way he developed Lagos, and we told them that claim was not factual, but they did not. But what they did with INEC glitch. Now it seems politics of Lagos is now fully out, which includes political intolerance, politics of acrimony and bitterness, autocratic and totalitarian leadership. It seems now that everywhere is now cornered and being suffocated. Amici from Mafoluku. Good evening, Esther and the guests. The subsidy money, wasteful, unnecessary, unfruitful traveling of the president, taxing the daylights of Nigerians, buying of yachts, escalates, SUVs for senators, 300% increase in building houses for judges, renovation with donations of billions by the First Lady and the Son. All this money is not enough to do free education from primary to university. Also, it's enough to fund health and other dying sectors of Nigeria. Student loan is a low-grade mind idea. Remember, ASUP, resident doctors and nurses are going on strike. What is their priority? Is it for the elections, destroying opposition parties, or the people? That is my point. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. This is Daya from Fagba. Good evening, Esther. Good evening, Mr. Mbata and Mr. Kundaya. My name is Gabriel from Ikorodu. It hurts when you hear some people supporting APC and the government of Ashiwaju and that have brought this untold hardship and pain to majority of the citizens, and even wishing he should come back in 2027. Does it mean that these men are not experiencing this hardship and hunger in the land? For those who complain about the constant travel of Mr. President, of course, that was part of what he came to the seat of power to do. He has shifted his office into the air since he was sworn into office. How many presidents of other countries of the world has visited Nigeria? The constant travel suggests that Nigeria is not attractive and not a place to be desired. They know what to do to make Nigeria good and attractive, but they lack the willingness to do it. We can't think of a better governed country when we have this kind of president at the helm of affairs. This is why we need. This is not a time for campaign or when I don't start. Good evening. It is clear that APC doesn't tolerate opposition parties, especially any party that Peter Obi is part of. Leo from Lagos. Well, please, whether Kenneth Okonkwo will support Peter Obi or not, if he wins ADC flag, that should not be our issue. Leo from Ikotu. Good evening, Esther and the two gentlemen in the studio. APC government has indeed destroyed democracy. The rule of law is never obeyed by the APC government. Democracy is dead in Nigeria. No government institution is working in Nigeria today. Tinubu is gradually pushing Nigeria into political war. If opposition offices are being sealed off to prevent them from holding their constitutional meeting, will they be allowed to campaign when it's time to campaign? I foresee unresolved crisis ahead of 2027, and Mr. Tinubu should be held responsible. Nigerians have been pushed to the wall, and we have tolerated all these APC shenanigans enough. Nigerians will respond to at the appropriate time. Time will tell, Esther. Umar Ismail from Ijayi Ojokoro, Lagos. Okay, this is okay. David from Oshodi says, victims. As usual, they complain when things don't go their way. Esther, it is in your station that your analysts come every day to campaign for Obi, just like Peter Anosike and your two analysts now. If you're not okay with the Agbero system, go and do your own where there is no Agbero. Why always cry every time? Mr. Tony Bata, please, you guys can go and contest in your place and live in their land. Democracy is not to take another man's land. Mr.
Who is here? Where is your land? This I don't know what to call that person. It's because I'm on air. I will have given him what he deserves.
It's quite unfortunate.
It's an illiterate human being.
No, don't
ignore him and go to another.
Mr. David,
developmental project of this country.
Hold on, please, Mr. Tony Butter. Mr. David, I see your messages here all the time. I read it because we don't select messages. We take messages at random. We read it as it comes. But I beg you in the name of God, don't type unrelated issues. Who is grabbing your land?
Go to your land.
Why do you have such a mindset? If you are really educated enough that you sent this, how can you write this?
Beast and an animal that don't know what is happening.
Mr. Tony, stop it. Mr. Tony, stop it. This is not a platform to rain insults on anybody. Mr. David, you have a right to your opinion. You are in your father's land. Nobody's taking your land from you. What has elections that has to do with land? What are you even talking about? Do you know how you sound? Agreed, politics is a game, but should there be hatred? Should there be bias? Should there be disunity? As you sound now, you can literally kill somebody that is not in your tribe just because of politics. Mr. David, you need to repent. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Esther, okay, Esther, allow people to talk. Or which type of democracy is this? A president who abandoned the people, he's ruling and people are dying. Joe, angry from Joe, don't vex now. Joe, calm down. Good evening, Esther and the guests. Your analyst is doing very well. God will help Peter Obi to win and rescue Nigeria. Somebody should help us talk to INECO. Imagine most people in a country not trusting an institution. What's the need for existence? Such a shame, Esther and from Ikorodu. Okay, good evening from Barisa Adeko Uluwaseun Solomon. Good day, panelists. You're doing well. Queen Esther, I feel you. Please tell Mr. Tony not to trust himself, talk less of trusting another flesh. I had a wonderful outing in Enugu for the NBA conference, one of the most beautiful states in Nigeria. To my amazement, there is no lout on the road extorting money from commercial transporters. Esther, take it or leave it, there is a whole lot of difference between a politician and a selfless leader. Tinubu is a politician, not a leader. I rest my case. Barisa Adeko Oluwaseun Solomon. All right, thank you very much for your message. Good evening, Esther and the guys in the house. My name is John Amudu from Simawa, Ogun State. I listen to your program every night. You're doing a great job. The situation of the country is so disheartening. Tinubu's government is full of propaganda and lies. Does he take Nigerians for fools? They have allegedly stolen all the treasure of the country without accountability, and they're still borrowing, killing the future of our generation. What a heartless politician. Nemesis will catch up with them one day. God is watching. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hi. Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, Ma. How are you? Welcome.
Hi. My name is Joy Muta. I greet everybody.
Mrs. Joy, it's been a very long time. Welcome,
okay. Ma. Okay. You see, in 1991, I don't think you were born then. Then I was in Kano. I was in Kano with my. I have 3 children then. We are born till 5 started because we are then I would start people say kubar garimu kowa ekoma garinsa. That is leave our town, let everybody go back. They started killing people, killing Igbo, destroy Igbo property in Sabongari, Yankura Market, Yambata, number 1 Onisha Road, everywhere Balantis, they started destroy Igbo property. Then this man that died, this Igbo man that died now, I will remember his name. This
Which
man
one?
that
is it very popular? Ojuku, okay.
Ojuku now, it brought luxurious boats. Everybody should go back to home. The Igbo people left. We another language, we left. Many languages left. It remains only Kano. When you stand in Kano State, like you stand to some brigade, you will see Sabongari, nobody. No food was coming, nothing was coming. Outside people started doing Kudawo Mushiria. You guys should come back. Let's stay together. Let's cooperate. They start offering. Since then, they know that stranger is good in their town, in their place. No state can survive without stranger. You understand? No state can survive without stranger. You get? So before now we relocate to Jos, before just crisis affect me when I lost 4 children and my husband. Then when I have this gunshot up to today. So,
Miss Joy.
Those that are saying go back to your state, they don't know what is happening. When it happens, they will be blessed. They will know that no state can stand alone without strength. God bless you.
Thank you, Madam Joy. Thank you so much.
It's a pity for the gunshot and losing of four
we
children.
know her. She called. We know what she went through during the JOS crisis. I think that was the 2002 JOS crisis.
Yeah.
Madam Joy, I was in secondary school during the JOS crisis. I was in junior secondary school then. I was in Lantanga at the time, so we couldn't go to school for almost 4 months because of the JOS crisis. Secondly, I was born by 1991, but I was very little at the time. So yes, I may not recall a lot of things because I was literally almost a child. Okay, so don't let my face deceive you. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, please?
Happy to hear from you.
Oh, really? Okay, welcome. I'm happy to hear from you too. What's your name, sir? Is this your first time?
Almost the first I've been trying. No way.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me get straight to my point.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There is a question I want to. There is something I want to ask you. Please, all the people that you always invite are going to one direction, looking as if they are against the government. Can you please, just like the last the caller that just called, they said that they are against what the analysts are saying. Can you please invite people like that to come and defend or to challenge somebody like this you guys or your
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. I sincerely do appreciate your input. Very good one. Very good advice. The number to call is 036929933. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name, sir?
This is Mr. Frank.
Mr. Frank. Location, sir?
From Ojo.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
This is my first time to speak with you.
Hey. Welcome, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes. Kudos to your guest.
Thank you.
Yes, I totally agree with one of your guests that says that our problem here is from the judiciary and INEC. And I want to also add the police there. The police is another problem we have in this country. Because even if they send the message, they will do do more than what they are asked to do. It's just like today now, is it not today that the former presidential candidate of Labour Party in Lagos State here was complaining that he wanted to go and announce his defection to another party. And before he gets to the center, the police have arrived and started everywhere. Why are they doing like that? Why are they afraid of themselves if they are proud of what they are doing, being this APC government? And I agree with one of them that says that our problem here is the Nigeria. That is why I keep puzzling on my own to make sure I feed myself very well. Because if you are waiting for these fellow Nigerians to fight with you, it is going to be difficult. Because some of them are dusting their card now to collect 5,000 naira 2027. I am telling you the honest truth. That is their problem, to go and collect 5,000 or 10,000 to sell their birthright with 5,000. So I said, if you go and buy fuel of 10,000, like 500 naira, how much you remember for the money they give to you? Look at how people are dying, no food. If not for time, I could have told you where we need to go and get some things for bus stop. If you go there, that's finished. You know, these people now that are buying it, not dog anymore.
Okay.
I'm telling you before God and man. It's what men are eating now. That's something they could prepare specially for dogs. It's men now, human beings. As it never stop. Let me just keep quiet. I don't want to go. I will mention the place. I will tell. It's not far from the boat. You will start the boat and you look at the place. then you will know if I'm telling you the truth. Human beings are not eating the thing. You go and buy food for dog, you will not see there. They say it has finished.
Jesus Christ.
Can you see it? If you doubt me, can I call the place? Can I request so that you make an investigation?
No, don't call the place. So we're not advertising for them.
Okay, now look at it. The president now, somebody said he's a professional in politics. It's a lie. Remove Agbo from this Lagos. Remove Agbo from this Lagos. You will know that they doesn't do anything. Look at how they have been going around begging people join our party. Is that to be a professional? If you want to be a professional politician, do what people want.
All right, thank you very much. You've actually taken a lot of time. Good evening, VOP crew. Esther, how you doing? Nigerians, women, you won't die if you don't collect that 5K or 10K to vote out your conscience. When wrong people live your life, wrong things stop happening to you. Voting out APC in 2027 is non-negotiable. Temitope from Ijibo, Lagos. Okay, good evening, Esther, Miss Akoda Anthony Bata, Solomon Asika from Mushin. Please tell the man asking people to go to their home state should know that human beings abuse a city and brings development. Whereby there are no people, there won't be any development. Okay, we already told him that. Good evening, VOPS. Okay, I think I've read this. Esther, please read my message. Esther, do you know that 80% of people in prison did not do what took them in? Those who are okay, I don't know how to write. I don't know how to read this message. Please, when you write your messages, be very legible, be comprehensible, please. I don't even know where to start helping you to reconstruct it. Good evening, our dear presenter and honorable guest. I'm Taiwo Olabode from Iyesiota. Our society consists of 3 groups: the uninformed, the tribalists, and the citizens. Your affiliation influences your political and social discourse. The current state of our country is shameful. Citizens are struggling with hunger, anger, and mental sickness. I question whether citizens truly know what they want. Although we voted rightly, our compromised institutions are a concern. Our politicians should stop complaining and work towards a stronger position to unseat APC in 2027. Our politicians must prioritize peace, stability, and give us hope for a better Nigeria. Okay? We borrow money to feed the children. Like, seriously, in all honesty, this administration isn't in any way thinking of repayment at all. This is terribly bad for the upcoming generations. Taxation imposed everywhere on innocent Nigerians. What have we done wrong in being Nigerians? These borrowers should please pity us. If there is a way we can write to them, please tell us. Pure gold from Isola. Okay. Esther, good evening. Well, this is long. Congratulations. President has been on enjoyment cruise tour from Japan to Brazil, now to France, a medical tour. While Bayo Nanga will sound lies to you journalists as state visit, Guinness Book of Records should have given him the most traveled president in the world. With the wasteful, unnecessary, and unfruitful trip of the president, how many investors came to invest? Don't they have ambassadors? Don't they watch the news? When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse or misuse is inevitable. What do you expect? He said he used his money to enter power. How will he be accountable to you but to tax daylight and borrow to loot, turning the people to beggar and a martyr in the midst of plenty? All sectors compromised because of 2027 elections. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Okay, Madam Success, please come forward. Come and tell us how we can utilize these opportunities. These opportunities that some Nigerians are not seeing. Expose us, give us insights. Good evening, ma. Happy holidays. How are you?
Same to you, my darling.
Welcome, ma.
Thank you very much.
Please, so you can see our people crying. Tell us how to make money. That's the cocoa right now.
Oh. It is well.
It is well.
It is well. Even inside
it is
well.
well.
Even inside well.
It is well.
Mr. Tony, it's well.
It's well. You see people crying.
People are crying. People are crying.
Crying.
Honestly speaking, anyway, it is time for us to decide on what we want. Mm-hmm. It is time for Nigerians to decide on what we want. That's just it, because it's becoming more difficult day by day.
Exactly.
Was it yesterday while I was listening over the radio? I heard, I think you during the evening rush, you said something about 2026 that there'll be a tax fixed in any fuel pump you purchase from the Fleet station.
5%, 10,000 naira.
Can you imagine to that?
So it's like 5% out of it, like 500 naira out of it. But the tax officer, the head of the taxation unit, is telling us that it's not going to be enforced until or unless the Minister of Finance endorses it. And he said it's for the good purpose of our roads and logistics.
If time is not taken, it has been settled. The next thing they are waiting is to announce it. And that's it. And that is it. So Nigerians, it's well with us. I'm saying it again. I'm here to encourage us that if there is no one to encourage us, we have to encourage ourselves. Honestly, this is 2025 year. 2026, 2027 is another election. So let us try and make our country better. We can do it. We can do it. We've come together as one, you know, as one family, as one Nigeria. We will succeed.
So, but in the meantime, we need to survive.
We need to survive. And that's why I'm here to tell you about VMAS International. Yeah. We have to survive even while there is too difficult, there things are too high. The cost of living is so high. Food item, when you go to the market to buy food, for the poor masses to get food to eat is another problem. We are begging. I think we are begging. Let them help us. The masses of Nigerians are suffering. So here is another opportunity for you, VMAS International. I am Success Amaka from VMAS International. I'm here to tell you what to also help you. That will put more money in your pocket. If you look at what is happening now, I'm saying it again this evening, that salary is no more enough. Even our ministers are asking for increment in their salaries, and the minimum wage is not even enough for the people suffering out there. It's not waging at all. So please, I encourage you, whatever you are doing for a living, it is good to have multiple sources of income, have streams of income. That is what VMAS stands for. And VMAS is an international business opportunity that just arrived in Nigeria. I'm into it. I saw that it's very, very good. You know, that this is what can be of help to us. Then I said yes to it. And since ever then, I have been talking about it in different states, you know, and wherever you are, whether you are in Lagos or outside Lagos, this business is global business. It's an international business. Even those outside Nigeria, you can do it. So no matter whatever you are doing for a living, I'm encouraging you to be part of this business, VMAS International. Tomorrow is going to be our workshop, our seminar by 12 o'clock at 41 Shasha Road, Celeb Bus Stop, Akunwanjo. Please, I beg you, try and come tomorrow. No matter whatever you are doing, it is good for you to know another business opportunity that can be putting money in your pocket weekly. This is weekly. You are not waiting for end of the month. Even the end of the month salary, it is no more enough. So let us also teach you on what you can do even while you are working, while you have your workplace, you are in your marketplace, you are in your shop, whatever you are doing. Please, let's create multiple sources of income. So by tomorrow, please come. You know, I do tell you, say, whatever I say do it. If you do it, you will smile. So that is what this VMAS International stands for. I'm also talking to many people out there. You can become our outlet owner. We're also looking for distributors who that is nationwide. You can become, as the business is just new, as the company just arrived in Nigeria, you can become our outlet owner, our distributor. You make money. I am telling you, make money. And you are there, you are a networker. You know, whenever I talk, I say network. We are all networkers. You know, in whatever you are doing in life, you need customers to come and purchase from you. And this company has produced whatever they have produced. They say, come and partner with us. Come and be with us so that we can share this money. So that you can share the money with VMAS International. So tomorrow, Saturday, by 12 o'clock, come to 41 Shasha Road, Celeb Bus Stop in Akuwonjo. Akuwonjo is along Egbeda Road. 41 Shasha Road, Celeb Bus Stop. We are in the same building with GIG Logistics. So many times when people are looking for the office, they will going up and down looking. Please, we are Celeb Bus Stop, just adjacent First Bank. That's where we are at Celeb Bus Stop. So you can get us on this phone number. The first one is 070 63 499 436. 070 63 499 436 or 070 67 00 9767 070 67 00 9767. Now what I'm trying to tell us is this is the right time for you to take position. Now the business just arrived Nigeria. Quickly come and register. I want you to be a member. Don't be a bench warmer. Don't be by the side of the fence watching. I want you in. Come so that you will enjoy. There are a lot of goodies. There are a lot of incentives. There are so many things you are going to enjoy in this business. Both international trip. Many people want to jackpot. Many people want to travel. You have the opportunity in VMAS because it's owned by the whites. So there are lots and lots of incentives that you are going to enjoy by being part of this great commission. I call it a great commission. So I encourage you, if you have been in any network marketing company and you maybe what you ought to have achieved you could not, I want you to come. Let me teach you on what you can do that will put more money in your pocket. You are there, you are looking for job, you have been writing application here and there, seeking for job, begging to apply. Please, I am telling you, where is the job? Who is creating the job for you? Come, let me teach you on how you can be making money on daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis. VMAS is the right place for us. I always tell you that I have been in a business like this. I started this business, kind of business, since year 2000, and this is 25 years in the field. So if this business is not good, I will not be there. So I've been able to see that this business is good, and that is the reason why I'm calling you out there. Please, mothers, I tell you, women listening to me, that this time around is not time of I am a housewife. You must have to contribute, because even when two are getting, it's not enough when one is doing it. So I encourage you, tomorrow Saturday, please come at 41 Shasha Road by 12 o'clock tomorrow Saturday. You are not paying any money to attend, but after the program, if you are interested, you have to be part of it. So I encourage you all, as you listen, please endeavor to come. Call me again on 070 63 499 436 070 67 00 9767. You are welcome. See you tomorrow. Bye.
All right, Madam Success, thank you for intimating us on that way to make money. That's the cocoa right about now, isn't it?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I will take a few calls. Hello. All right, 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Hello. Okay, what's in they happen now? Again, 08036929933. That is the number. I'll take two calls. I'll take two more calls. Hello, good evening. How are you? Now, turn down the volume of your radio. Turn it off.
Okay.
Right. Welcome, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, calling from where?
Crest Park.
Mr. Emmanuel, you haven't turned off your radio. Hello?
Hello?
You haven't turned off your radio.
I'm turning it down. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I want to put them out of the election.
All right.
Yeah, in my state, Imo State, they call you people and give people money to carry the ballot box. APC people. You know?
Well, I can hear you.
Yeah, they will call people, give people money to carry the ballot box for them. So this time around, if you people to put us together and fight these people, there's no competition. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. 08036929933. Final caller. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
My name is Lambert.
Mr. Lambert. You be like say you dey enjoy for Orile. They hear music for background.
Your family house. Anyway, straight to the matter.
Okay.
Yes, hearing your. Anyway, let me greet your first. I greet them.
All right, thank you.
Hearing them reading out the amount of money, dollars they want to borrow. I don't know whether they'll cry or laugh. In fact, if these big guns are not stopped before 2027, there will be no Nigeria. I can tell you that. These people are heartless. I'm not sure they eat this type of food we eat. They are cannibals. I can tell you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Lawal Kundaya, what should be the solution to all of this?
The solution is in the hands of Nigerians. Nigerians need to decide, objectively, the direction they want the country to go.
Okay.
Because the direction the country goes is the direction your life will go and the life of your children and your generation. So if you think that what is going on is okay, fine, you can vote. And if you believe you have alternative, fine, you can vote. My own is that it should be a level playing ground, an objective INEC, normal level playing ground. Let the people decide. That is all I want. And I keep saying it, that power belongs to the people. Power belongs to you. All the people you see that occupy this post, you put them there. That's why every 4 years you have to go there and put them there again. So you should put it at the back of your mind that power belongs to you. Whatever they do is just because you allow it. That is why they are doing it. Power belongs to the people. So if you want that power to do for you, is what you should do.
All right. Mr. Tunambata, what's your final take?
My final take is that I respect the people of Nigeria. They know what they want and they have been doing it. But I'm begging INEC and judiciary. I'm begging now because Nigerians have been voting it right, who they want. Go and check it. But INEC, we are begging you. Judiciary, we are begging you. Please do the needful because you are occupying an institution. Remember, God will judge you and judge your generation if you don't do the right thing.
All right, Mr. Tunimbata, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, thank you so much. For some of you who sent messages and who called in for contributing intellectually to the conversation we had this evening, thank you so much. God bless you. And for some of you that I couldn't read your messages, I sincerely do apologize. Okay, it's not personal. You can see we actually have programs back to back and even have live appearance into it. But trust me, we will continue on Sunday. I will try to take all your messages in the evening on Sunday on the political spotlight. So make sure that you anticipate and be part of the conversation right here on our Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Enjoy your weekend. Please stay safe. Be very, very careful. Bye for now.